Alright, this Ask Misty is from someone that wants to do drag, but they don't want to be a drag queen. They only want to do stage production performances. So their question is, how do I become a big name headliner without walking around and being a drag queen? My initial thought is to say, you can't. But after thinking of it for a few minutes, I have thought of two ways you could do this. The first way you could do this if you got cast on RuPaul's Drag Race and became an instant celebrity through television. And after you got off the TV show, people all around the country booked you and said, hey, I want you to come here, I want you to come here, I want you to come here, I want you to come here. And got your bookings that way. You show up as a boy, you get in drag, you wash your face and become a boy. That's one way. The other way would be if you become a pageant queen, which means all you do is beauty pageants. And I say that because once you're Miss Continental, for example, or let's say you're Miss America, as Miss America, you're going to travel the country and you're going to perform at all these beauty pageants. You're going to perform at Miss Florida America, you're going to perform at Miss Oklahoma America, you're going to perform at Miss California America, and you're going to be flown to all these places just to entertain. And those are the only two ways I think you can become a big-time headliner if you're not a drag queen. It's so weird for me to say that. If you don't spend time out in the community performing and hanging out and being seen. And the reason I say that is because no one's going to want to book you in their club if they don't know who you are. And those are the only two ways I could think of that people can instantly know who you are without knowing who you are, because you have a reputation. Oh, she was on a TV show, or oh, she's Miss America, or Miss US of A, or Miss Continental. But another thing is, if you don't constantly go out and drag, and if you're not constantly going to the nightclubs or the parties or the benefits and the parades, how are you going to become better? How are you going to perfect your craft to whether you're amazing enough for people to want to book you? How are you going to become the best lip syncer? How are you going to become stunning and captivating if you don't have all this time spent practicing? It's safe to say that when you first start doing drag, you're going to spend at least 2 years collecting wardrobe, collecting hair, collecting makeup, collecting jewelry, and it's going to be spent perfecting your craft. Meaning you're going to experiment with your eyes and your nose and your lips, and do I like my chin this way? Do I like to contour my cheeks that way? And you're going to find it's going to take about 2 years to completely find your face. And then you're going to find your signature or your trademark or your look. And once you do this, in the first 2 years of constantly going out and getting exposed, that's how people are going to be like, oh, yeah, she's really good. You know, she's really fun, she's very entertaining, she's very talented. And in those 2 years, you're going to start to develop a reputation. And that's how you're going to get booked. People are going to be like, ooh, can you host a night at my bar? In your question, you said you don't want to hang out and drag. And that's kind of weird because most of the bookings that you'll get as a female impersonator are spent for the whole evening. Meaning, I want you to hostess this party. I want you to MC this night. I want you to do this. You don't just get to show up, do one number, and leave. And to be honest with you, I understand what you're saying. You want to be an entertainer, but you don't want to be a queen. But I don't really think it's possible. I don't know. But this question is really weird. Why do you want to be a drag queen, but you don't want to be a drag queen? You know, I don't get it. What's wrong? What's so wrong about hanging out as a drag queen? Anyways, I'm not sure if I answered your question, but if you have any more, just ask.